We continue to introduce sub-character data processing, which require less cost than the easy way in data processing. Firstly, I will begin with the file name acquisition processing, which is the same as the name. It is a data processing that can output the file name of the upload image in CSV. You just put the column for which you want to output the file name in output column. Here is a sample that the header name is not entered. But if you want to put the header name here, please set an empty frame in the form where nothing is written. If you enter the header name, then specify the column there. The file name and the header name will be entered here. Next, we will go to the add date to file name. This is a data processing that can change the file name to the form of file name plus date. It is not the data processing that can be output in CSV like the file name acquisition processing introduced before. It is in fact a processing that can change the file name itself. I think most customers probably will not use this setting. Maybe this is a function that once developed according to the customer need. So I would like to introduce just what you can do. In order to use this data processing, please take a closer look. The way you get the date depends on which policy you choose in the parameter of setting. There are 3 policies. How the file name will output in CSV. When you select each policy, it is described on the description. To briefly explain each one, if you select policy 1, the date of the last row will be read and the art following the file name. If you select policy 3, on the row will be read and art after the file name. If there are some rows that have the same date, just one row will be output. Finally, if you select policy 4, you can display an arrow when an arrow character is included. The setting contained is described here. You can select column P in the input column. In the parameter 1 is the format of the date to be read. In case of parameter 2, originally it says 0 to indicate the file name and 1 to indicate the date. The underpart or the middle can freely compile with 0 and 1. Then you choose the policy by entering the policy you want in parameter 3. When you select the arrow, display a policy 4. You can freely enter what kind of character are displayed in parameter 4. I don't think it will be used much, but I hope you can remember what it can do. Next, we will go to age. This is the data processing that allows you to calculate your age from the date of birth. For example, if there is a date of birth and a column which calculates the age in the form, but you need to read on the age column by using OCR, you will be charged for that amount. As I explained before, if you take one blank and make only the header then output it by using the data processing setting, the request fee will be suppressed. So if you have a form that needs to read each column, I think that you can use effectively from the data processing. The format of the date of birth can be changed freely, so I think you can also choose it freely here. Next is the date check. This is also the process that can check whether the date read as the name exists. For example, since February 30 does not exist, if you read a date that doesn't exist like this, you can set it as an arrow. You can freely choose the date format for this. The next is split by specified character. This is the processing setting that allows you to divide the red character string into specified character string. It will be a little bit confusing by the name, but if you want to divide the customer ID column to two parts and output separately, you just need to create a setting like the one described here. If you put the reading target G in the input string and want to divide it into H and I in the output string, set the hyphen character in the split string field, then the first part and the second part will come out respectively. Please note that the character hyphen specified here will disappear. Next is the zero field, half white space field processing. This processing can do two things. The first is when the number of DZ of the character is defined, the number of DZ is filled with 0 or half white spaces. And conversely, when the 0 are too many in front, they are deleted so that a specified number of DZ can be obtained. Now I would like to explain the setting contained one by one in detail. First, for the setting of the top and the middle button, I will use 1 for the parameter 2. % and the D in %06D written in parameter 1 are fixed value. The middle part shows the number of digits. I want it will output the string with 6 digits. If you want to fill in with 0 in front like the top button, it will be output with 0 in front of 6-digit string. If you want to fill with a half white space in the middle button, remove 0 and set it with %6D. For the bottom button, since 0 here is not necessary, so it will be deleted. If you write a random text in the parameter 1 and 2 in the parameter 2, the output result will definitely be 40G like this. So here is our result. The last one is stream. I think it's easy to imagine by the name, but this is data processing can cut off the space before and after the character. For example, I would split ABC company with a split string in ABC. Therefore, I will have a string company with a space before it. I will use trim with this string. So here, this is the result we get.